Greetings, my excellent friends. I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. I know my weekend is starting out pretty damn cool. The weather is absolutely fantastic today, and I'm looking forward to meeting up with a few friends in a couple of hours and enjoying Central Park. Now, when I first moved to Dongtan, I made a promise that I would do a video about Central Park, and I'm afraid I have been remiss in that responsibility. However, I intend to rectify that today because I'm meeting a couple English teachers and we are going to go to Central Park to participate in some golf and maybe take in some of the shows there that they typically have on the weekends, take a look at the water fountain, and then generally just have an awesome afternoon. Maybe even do a little rock climbing on the way up the climbing wall. So I can't wait to do that in a couple of hours. Then we are going to have a quick bite to eat, and then, of course, meet up with some other friends and go bowling on the 7th floor. So I'll be taking you along on that little adventure. The other thing I wanted to say is that I can't believe it. I'll have been back in Korea for almost 3 months coming up next week, and the time is really flying fast. I am finding that I wake up, I do my things, and then before I know it, it is time to go back to bed. The school continues to be an absolute wondrous place to be, and I also find myself constantly finding more and more things that I want to do during the weekend. I'm also finding this past month personally very rewarding because I've made it a point to try and do a lot of writing on my blog site, and I've noticed some interesting things. As I've written more, I'm getting that writing bug again, and I have found that there are more and more ideas that are coming up to the point where sometimes I have 3 or 4 ideas and I'm finding that I have posts almost a week in advance. Couple that with some of the video projects that I do and not really wanting to overlap on the same day. There have been a few instances where I've scheduled posts almost a week in advance, and it's kind of cool. The stats for this month actually have been the highest ever, both on daily average and in overall view counts. And I think it really has to come down to the point that I'm really making a concerted effort to put up new original content. What I've also found is that when I just put up a YouTube video, the overall feedback has been a little bit less than when it's an original writing piece. So coming in September, I'm going to make a little change to the way that I do the blog. Actually, I will start today, but it's really going to take effect in September. That the blog really is going to be for written material, and I will post links to the YouTube channel as videos appear rather than saving them for individual postings that like I have done this past month. And I'm really looking forward to that because one of the things that I've gotten back in the habit of doing is writing more and more commentary on the news of the day. I wrote one today. Well, I didn't write it today. I wrote it a few days ago, but posted it today. And then I have a few more that are in the works as I have a large queue of interesting news stories, at least news stories that I find very interesting that I like to write about. And they, of course, will find their way onto YouTube as I probably will make a few editorialized videos about them. So that's the update from here. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, which I'm kind of bummed out about because Jim and I were going to go to Namsan and take the cable cars up to the tower and go up that, maybe go on the Junghae Stream. And if it rains, I'm not going to be able to do that because one of the things I wanted to do is kind of scope out the area to try to find a gathering location. Because I think it's about time that we have a YouTube gathering in Seoul. One of the marketing slogans here is Seoul of Asia. And I think we need to have a Seoul of YouTube gathering around Namsan or maybe Namdaemun Market or Dongdaemun or some other iconic place where you can meet, experience some culture, but more importantly, have the soju afterwards. And then Monday, it's also supposed to rain. but I think only in the morning. And if that's true, then hopefully the afternoon will still be clear, because I'm finally going to take my long-awaited trip to Everland. And I can't wait. I've been dreaming about Everland for a long, long time. So that is the update from me, and we'll see you soon. Adios.